host with the most big rich is back.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Okay. Anyway, the show must go on.
Cameras caught this Mets fan giving a thumbs down.
Okay, you know what? I'm tired of this. Everybody just disrespected me. Let's just start the show.
It's showtime.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We are back again for another episode of the Old School Game of the Week. And this game pretty much was the ultimate of fighting games when it first came out. It became a good series. It evolved into a good series. And of course, I'm talking about Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct came out in 1994. It was developed by Rare and published by Midway. And it was initially released as an arcade game in the fall of '94, and then the following year ported to the Super Nintendo Entertainment System and the Game Boy. And basically, the game involves an all-powerful corporation organizing a fighting tournament. And they also created a limited comic book series published under the short-lived Acclaim Comics imprint. Acclaim was also a big-time game developer at one point. But Killer Instinct, what made this game appealing to everyone, it had more detailed graphics and more diverse characters than other games of its genre, as well as some gameplay elements unique to fighting games of the time. And usually when you have fighting games, it would be the best of 3 rounds. But in this one, each player has 2 life bars. So the player that depletes the other player's life bars first wins the match. And also the game introduced auto doubles, a feature which allows players to press a certain sequence of buttons to make characters automatically perform combos. That was a real major thing about Killer Instinct, was how easy it was to perform combos. And of course, you also had the combo breakers, and which was irritating because you could be doing a good combo and someone is like, nope, blocks that. But the famous combo is the Ultra combo. That's the famous combo of the series. It's usually combos that's surpassing 20 hits. And it can reach up to, if you're really good, you can get it up to 80 hits for an Ultra combo. And you do that down to Ultra. So that was always cool when you're playing that game. Of course, the main plot of the game, Ultratech is a very powerful mega corporation which organizes a tournament called Killer Instinct. Along with regular participants, experimental creatures created by Ultratech also fight in tournaments so their strength can be tested. Ultratech also discovers the technology to make bridges between dimensions and releases a 2-headed Cyclops named Idol. And if you played the game, pretty much everybody knew what the code was to put in to select Idol, to play with Idol as a character. You have to select Fulgur first, Fulgur or Cinder, one of the two. But anyway, during the versus screen, that's when you would put in the code, and then boom, you will hear the announcer say Idol before the game starts. Of course, Killer Instinct 2, its popularity led to the sequel, Killer Instinct 2, which came out in 1996. After that, you had Killer Instinct Gold for the Nintendo 64 that came out. And then you had Killer Instinct that came out in 2013. It was one of the first releases of the Xbox that came free to play, and they updated the graphics and everything. The only thing about that game, it was like you only had 6 characters to start off with, but you're able to gain as the seasons. They put out season passes and everything, so you're able to gain more characters, or you can, finish the story with certain characters and unlock the other characters. But overall, the whole Killer Instinct series was a great game, awesome series. Everybody loved it. I still haven't came across anybody who hasn't played Killer Instinct, at least around my age. One thing that I loved about Killer Instinct, now when this game, my mom got me this game, me and my brother this game, it was like $70, $70-something when it came out. And a lot of that had to do because it also came with the soundtrack. And I'm not going to lie, Killer Instinct soundtrack, I bumped that the whole time. So I'm not going to lie, I bumped the Killer Instinct soundtrack. Don't judge me. Anyway, Killer Instinct, the series, Super Nintendo. Nintendo 64, Xbox One, and of course the arcade game. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Be back again next week with another Game of the Week. Until then, the big man's out. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.